Assalamualaikum. Very good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I'd like to thank you to IEEE ComSoc BTS, which led by Assistant Prof. Dr. Huzaimi Yusof. And I would like to congrats to the leader for today programs, which is a Let's Collaborate program, which led by Prof. Yusof. Okay. My name is Mardeni Roslee. I'm from Multimedia University, and I'm from Research Center for Wireless Technology (CWT), which is one of the research center located in Multimedia University. Okay, inshallah today within 1 hour times, I will try to introduce to all of you one of the research center in MMU. We have Center for Wireless Technologies. And before that, I'd like to introduce a bit about the Multimedia University in overall. Okay, congratulations again to our organizer today, IEEE ComSoc BTS joint chapter. And this is also the collaborations between CWT, Center for Wireless Technology, MMU, and IEEE ComSoc BTS. And inshallah for today, we have a few things we like to share, and we hope it might be moving forward to have a collaborations amongst the researchers in Malaysia and also other university worldwide. And first thing that's I like to share today about the probably they have a few researchers in Malaysia. We are looking for the potential collaborators. Okay, in MMU we have the center that working on these wireless technologies, which is a CWT. And of course, I'd like to introduce what our team, my team in MMU, and also what we have in the past and what is our plan in future. Okay, perhaps it can benefits to all the researchers that's joining this event today. Okay, inshallah. And okay, first of all, I'd like to, on behalf of MMU, Multimedia University, I would like to welcome to everyone. For the information, Malaysia, MMU is one of the first private university in Malaysia, which we're focusing more on the digital economy. And we have located in Cyberjaya, Selangor, and we have two campuses, one in Cyberjaya and the other one at Malacca. And this is our Cyberjaya campus, and our research center located under Faculty of Engineering, MMU. And our university visions is mainly to transform society through the innovations. We are focusing more on the ICT, information and communication technologies, and moving forwards to have more collaborations with the industry. And MMU is the top 20 among university in Malaysia based on the QS World University Ranking in year 2021. And QS University Ranking Asia 190. This is based on the QS World University Rankings in year 2021. And of course, we have the team, very dedicated and very strong teams from various faculties, various domain, various research centers in MMU, which led by our Vice President, Rice, Prof. Hairul. And of course, MMU will continue its excellence, standing in the 401s to 500s world rankings. And this is our and this is our initiative, and also we would like to have more significant improvements in terms of citations, research, teaching, and many more, inshallah. Okay, MU now we have two campuses, Cyberjaya and Malacca. We have around 12,000 students, where Cyberjaya we have around 5,000 students, and Malacca we have around 7,000 students. We have 10 faculties in MMU. We have for engineering, we have a faculty of engineering FOE, and we have a faculty of engineering technology FET. And we also have in other domains like the IT, computer science. We have two faculties, one in Malacca and second one in Cyberjaya. We have FIST, and we have a faculty of computing informatics, Cyberjaya. And we also have accounting business, FOB, FOMs. For law, we have faculty of law, and communication, we have faculty of applied communications. And for creative, we have two faculties, faculty of creative multimedia and faculty of cinematic arts. So we have 6 domains and 10 faculties. Our management committee members, we have our president and CEO of MMU, Professor Dr. Mazliha Muhammad Saud, and we have Vice President Academics International Relations, Prof. Ho Ching Kwan, and we have our Vice President for Research Industry Collaboration Engagements. We have Prof. Dr. Hairul Azhar Rashid. We have Vice Presidents for Student Experience and Entrepreneurship Developments, Prof. Wong In Kyong, and we have another 2 Vice Presidents, Mr. Han and also Mr. Zambrik. And we have a Senior Director, Ms. Hayati, and we have Director for SQA and General Manager for SSO. In MMU, we have our top management as well, under Research Management Center, led by Prof. Engineer Dr. Zulfazli Yusuf, the Director of Research Management Center, and also we have our Dean of Faculty of Engineering. So Center for Wireless Technology is located under Faculty of Engineering. So our Dean is Dr. Oi Chipuns. And mainly our research focus MMU, we have divided into 4 mainly. We have computer science, creative multimedia, business law, and of course our focus today is more to the engineerings. So for engineerings, we have a few subdomains which working on the 6G communications, antenna design, Internet of Things, AI, nanomaterials, especially optical fiber, energy systems, solar systems, SDNs, network function visualizations, drone robotics, radar, and remote sensing. And for engineering, we have 2 faculties, one in Cyberjaya and second one in Malacca. So we are working together and we collaborate between the 2 faculties and also with other faculties and also other domains in our research fields. And of course, Center for Wireless Technology is part under engineering. We are focusing some of the subdomains as listed here, mainly focusing on the 6G, antenna designs, IoT, radar, and few more. Okay, so before I go further, I would like to introduce about our research center. Our research center, as well as the research domain in the University MMU, we also working very hard on supporting this SDG, Sustainable Development Goals. And of course, for Wireless Center for Wireless Technology, we are focusing in very few, 2 or 3 SDGs as listed here, especially on this the network, industry, innovation, and infrastructures. Okay, and some workings on this sustainable city and communities, especially those working in the IoT. Yeah? So this is the SDG. So it means our university research domain and also our research centers, we are working closely in achieving this SDG, Sustainable Development Goals. And of course, in our research centers and also research domain in our university, we are struggling in providing the impactful research. Impactful research, the impact. You look at here, the definition for impact is the ability to generate the outcome through the research activities. And uh, we have our excellence researchers amongst the faculty in MMU, especially in engineering. We are very committed in producing, generating the outcomes through many activities like collaborations, consultants, research funding, joint projects with the industry as well as with the researchers around Malaysia and around the world. So we follow this guideline as highlighted by our Vice President's RISE Prof. Is on the impactful research. Is the combinations among these 3 components: underpinning research, engagement with the stakeholders, and also strong demonstrated effects on understanding behavior, belief, and systems. In the end, inshallah, we try to make it impactful research in as our research outcome. Okay, in MMU we have around 28 RC research centers, and of course CWT Center for Wireless Technology is part as one of them. And these are the list of research center, and every research centers we have our own RC chair, the chairperson, the chairmans, which guide the teams. And for CWT MMU, actually in faculty of engineering, we have a few research centers, and one of the research center here is the Center for Wireless Technologies. So mainly we have around 13 members, including myself. We have our secretary here, Dr. Ivans, and we have a Professor Dr. Muhammad Yusof, which is our HICOM, EXCOM for ITP ComSoc VTS. And also we have Prof. Chua, Dr. Ng Ho, Dr. Tang Jin Jats, Dr. Zubaida, Dr. Siva, Dr. Azwan, Dr. Teh Chin Hui, we have Dr. Chung Go Chins, we have Nolinda Wati, and we have Dr. Lee It Yi. Okay, so all of us were very committed in working together with researchers around Malaysia and also with the industry. And some of our researchers here, they have experience working in industry. And then it's good for us, I mean, our teams. We need the people like this to help us to move forward our research centers. Okay, this is the real picture physically. Previous 2 years ago, we have regular meetings. We held almost every 2 months, every 3 months times to discuss any matters related with the research, publication, as well as the students, postgraduate students that staying in our labs. We have a master's and PhD students, and now we normally do virtually in monitoring the progress and also discussing some issues related with our research centers. And of course, we have our visions in our Faculty of Engineering. So our CWT vision is to develop wireless research environments, which are focusing more on the wireless communications domains and related. And we are very committed to work together with the academia, industry, and governments. Okay, and we have aspired to prepare our researchers to be the exceptionals or excellent researchers or engineers by integrating the research and teaching. So it means we integrate from what we teach to our students with our interested fields. And of course, we have our visions in supporting enhanced wireless engineering curriculums, uh, which contributes to the theoretical and also the practical aspects on related to these wireless technologies. And we're also very committed and very active in research and developments, conducting, organizing, training, or risk activities, and of course the smart connected wireless devices and technologies. So this is our visions, and uh, these our missions is working together with this industrial, academia, and governments, and to enhance the researcher with the interdisciplinary skills, and of course, producing the high impact research projects. Okay, CWT stand for Center for Wireless Technologies. It's one of the research center part under Faculty of Engineering, and we are very committed to develop wireless research environments, okay, to produce talented students as our future leaders. And we have a few research areas working on the 5G, 6G generations, beyond mobile technology, IoT, AI, antenna, radar, microwave, and some working on the propagation in energy. Um, for Center for Wireless Technology is split into 4 subdomains. In each of us, we are is part under the first group, which is 5G, 6G, and beyonds. Some part under this mobility and communications, and some part under microwave, and also the fourth here is the antenna. Some working on the antenna. Okay, and we would like to introduce about our researchers in our research centers. Mainly, we have 13 researchers in our research centers. Um, we focusing more on these 4 subdomain, which are 5G, 6G, and beyonds. We have a few researchers, uh, and here I putting some of their interest fields in their areas. For example, myself, I'm one of the researchers under 5G and 6G and beyond teams, and I also focusing on the Internet of Things, device-to-device communication (D2D), as well as radar communications. And we also have our very strong researchers, Dr. Ku Choi Chun Ivan. Okay, uh, his interested field is more to the greens, green communications, and he also focusing on the MIMO, multiple inputs, multi outputs, and also he's also focusing on the multi-user detections, as well as CR, the connective radio. And we have our senior here, Professor Dr. Tiong Chi Chua, which focusing on the SP signal processings, and some he's also focusing on the resource allocation optimizations, mainly on the 5G and 6G and beyonds. And also we have our senior professor Dr. Muhammad Yusuf, which focusing on the OFDM, and also multiple antenna system, as well as visible light communication (VLC). So Prof. Yusuf, myself, Dr. Ku, Prof. Chua, and also we have Dr. Azwan Mahmood. Dr. Azwan Mahmood, he has a very vast experience working in industry. Now he joins as academia under Faculty of Engineering, CWT. He has a lot of experience working in industry, and now he contribute more to our research center through the publication and also the research funding. He's very committed working on this Internet of Things, and also he's very excellent on this SDN, FMV, Wi-Fi, 5G, LAN, and WAN, okay, local area networks, wide area networks. So these are the sub teams that working on the 5G, 6G, and beyond. And of course, others also they have their own subdomains. Like we have Dr. Zubaida Yusuf. Her field is more on the analogs, mixed signal circuits, microwave power amplifier. So she's focusing more on the antenna and amplifier side. Okay, and she has a lot of publications and research fundings, which working on the microwave as well as antenna field. And you have another researchers, Nolinda Wati, MD, MDGZ. She's focusing on the beamforming networks as well as the smart antenna. Nolinda, yeah, she's very working very close with Dr. Zubaida on the microwave and also the antenna system. And we also have our senior lecturers, Dr. Tiang Junjat, Dr. Tiang Junjat. His interest field is on the RFID, okay, and he's also focusing on the microcircuits and the major domain which is on the antenna side. Okay, so these are the three researchers working very hard, and they're very good in publication as well as research fundings. Okay, working mainly on the antenna as well as the microwave circuits. And of course, we have the third subdomain here. We have microwave. For the microwave, of course, it's part under our three researchers here. We have Dr. Zubaida, we have Nolinda Wati, and we have Dr. Tiang Junjat. This is part under their interest fields. And other than that, we also have our very experienced engineers. We have Dr. Siva Priya Tegaraja, working on this networkings, information theory, satellites, safety, and health. So Dr. Siva, she was from industry, working at Miasat before, so is very strong in the industry, and has a very good connection, collaboration with the industry, especially in the 5G and as well as the satellite communications industries, like Miasats. Okay, and he's very strong in working on the safety and health as well. So it is also part under another RC research centers. So this is a cross domains between this CWT and also another RC and the Faculty of Engineering as well as under another faculties in MMU. Okay, we have very experienced researchers here, Dr. Teh Chin Hui. He's working on the radio wave propagations, some of working on the microwave as well as the radio tracings. Dr. Che, he won a lot of awards, and he is very strong in propagations, mainly focusing on the propagations. Okay, and we have Dr. Chongwei Chins, and other researchers, purely working together with Prof. Chua on the SP, digital signal processing, and his interested field is mainly focusing on the wireless communications. And we have Dr. Eng Hyo, our lecturers here. TS Dr. Eng Hyo. His research really more on the machine learning, wireless, as well as data analytics. Okay, and also last but not least, we have Dr. Lee It which also working on this VLC, same with Prof. Yusuf, visible light communications, and also she's focusing on the infrareds as well as FSO and other wireless communication related fields. Okay, so these are the 13 researchers part under research centers uh, uh, wireless technologies CWT. Okay, so we have come out with our roadmaps, eh? Starting from, I mean, every year we come out with our roadmaps. And of course, for this year, we also come out with our roadmaps. Starting from this year, we have a around 3 years plan. Our research centers mainly working on these three SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. We are focusing on the good health and well-beings, and we're working on the affordable and clean energy as well as industry innovation and infrastructure. I mean, it's SDG 3, 7, and 9. Okay, and as I shared before, we are focusing more on these four subdomain: 5G, 6G, and beyonds, mobility and communication. Third one is microwave, and the fourth one is antenna. And what are the subdomains we have in the first 5G and 6G beyonds groups? We are focusing more on these like the heterogeneous networks, which is part under SDG 3, heterogeneous networks. For example, those working under these 5G and 6G and beyonds, like myself, Dr. Ivans, Prof. Chua, Dr. Azwan, Prof. Yusuf, and also Dr. Siba, working on the heterogeneous networks. Of course, we're also focusing on the F5G, features F5G, which part under SDG 7s. And we have researchers working on the spectrum mobility for connected radio networks, CRN, which part under SDG 3. And we have SDNs of radio networks, like Dr. Aswan's. And we have a 6G, 7G also. This is our plan. 1 or 2 years from now. And we have a RANAS SIC for 5G and 6G and beyond teams. Okay. For the second group, we have mobility and communications. We are focusing on this SDGs 9. Is on the device-to-device communications, vehicle-to-vehicle communications, and we also have M2M, mission-to-mission communications, which part under SDG 9s. Okay. So, and we also working on these FIWI communication systems, and some focusing on the mobility management, rural coverage. VLC is part under mobility management, and some working on the IoT, like Dr. Osborne. And also we have a multi-rate handoff, which part under SDG 3. Okay, this is the domain under the second group, mobility and communications. And we have a microwave team, especially Dr. Zubaida, Dr. Tiangs, and we have also Nolinda Wati, working on this SDG 9, 3, and 7s, SDG 9, 3, and 7s, which is more on the RF power amplifier. Okay, like Dr. Zubaida, is very strong in RF power amplifier. And we have also researchers working on the MIMO. Okay, MIMO like Dr. Ivans, Raida, myself. And we have millimeter wave, RF MEMS, 6D, finite element methods, FEMs, and we have researchers working on the EM, electromagnetic fields, like Dr. Teh Choi. And some very strong in nonlinear microcircuits, especially Dr. Zubaida and Nolinda Wati. Okay, and the fourth group here is mainly focusing on the antenna domains. We is cover SDG 3 and 9s. Okay, the antenna team, they are working committed, working very hard in Wi-Fi, Li-Fi, 5G, and also in year 2022, we are focusing more on this MIMO and beamformings, and beamforming, as well as the satellite team, especially Dr. Siva, is focusing on the CubeSats for satellite communications, which is SGX. And we have the groups working on the advanced radar and propagations, like Dr. Tay and myself. So, so mainly when we look at this, the roadmaps, the researchers, we are cross-discipline. We are working in cross-disciplines. Okay, for example, even myself is part under 5G and 6G and beyond. I also works together with my researchers under mobility and management, working with Dr. Zubaida on the microwave, and also working together with Dr. Tiang on the antenna beamformings, and also like Prof. Yusuf also working very hard with the other field, like mobility and communications, and also antenna and microwave. Okay, but each of us, we have our strength. I mean, our main domains, which like shown in this research focus under this CWT. Okay, so and in collaborating with industries and also researchers around Malaysia, as well as international university and partners, our researchers also, we are very active in applying, and some funded by government grants in the international fund, as well as the uh, the industry fund. Okay, like many researchers under our research centers, projects, they are funded by mostly MOHI, and of course, some of us, we have secure our grant under CRAS, and uh, all of us, we have the grant which is funded by TM R&D, Telecom Malaysia Research and Developments, and also we are have working, especially the research workings on the IoT. We are have a collaboration and very close partner with the like the smart farming, like this. We also have some projects which are working very hard on the ICDB and European Commissions. Okay, this is our the roadmaps. So this is the 3 years. Actually was I mean updated. These updated versions, and we have a 3 years plan, 3 years plans, and starting this year to 2021 until 2024, we have these roadmaps. Okay, and for Center for Wireless Technologies, from the research domain and also our strength in our field and subdomains, we come up with some products, some prototypes, some algorithms, and also some come up with the very strong concepts and theoreticals. Okay, which is in lines with the SDG 3, 7, and 9. And in our Faculty of Engineering, we have our NHEC chamber. This is for our researchers working on these propagations, working on the microwave, and also the antenna side. We have our HNX chambers, and we have our 5G projects. We have our 5G base stations, and we have some working on the IoT smart farming, especially in these algorithms and concept developments. And we have our USRP and our research centers. We have P2000 USRP, Universal Serial Radio Peripheral. It's our device and our research centers, okay, which we use for the use since 4G and 3G project before, used for the control environments project. mainly is used for RF, and also now is used for 4 and 5G research projects. We have two type of USRP. We have a B200s, and also we have B100s as well, and used for since previous 4G projects. Okay, and some of our researchers are working on this concepts, and also algorithm developments, concept developments, theoreticals on the 6G as well as on the connective radio. Okay, like we have very strong theoretical and conceptual researchers working very hard on this, producing algorithms for 5G, even since 3G and 4G projects. Okay, and of course we are combining with the practicals projects, and of course we are our research center is not only focusing more on the microwave 5G beyond communication center. We also focusing on these some field which part under smart city. Like we have researchers working on this intelligent shoppings. We have smart environments. We have smart parking, and also, of course, our research centers, we are mainly focusing on IoT, Internet of Things. Okay, and meanings that our research centers, we are very committed in supporting on the development of the smart city. We have collaborations with like CWT, Reka Space, in producing this 4G and 5G concepts which are related with the IoT. Okay, and of course, in future, our researchers, we are interested to explore more on some of the smart city components, like some working on the smart health and smart street lights. Of course, those working on the Wi-Fi, like Dr. Azban, uh, he has a plan to work on this like V2V, vehicle to vehicle communications, which is for smart parking and also Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is very strong in supporting the smart home technologies. Okay, and for example, my team, myself and my team, we are working on this radar, and we are supporting the IoT, Internet of Things, and of course, in other plans here we have moving forwards. We are focusing on the electromagnetic emission. Like Dr. Te, we have Dr. Zubaida. They are very working very hard in electromagnetics. So, and also those are working on the VLC, like Prof. Yusuf and Dr. Lee, also is part under smart city plans. Smart city plans, where VLC is quite important in supporting the development of the smart city, especially in Malaysia. Okay, I would like to share some of the projects that we have. So this is taken from our websites, and if our collaborator interested to explore more on our research projects, which is more specific topic, these are some of the projects that can be browsed from our research center websites. And some projects working on the minimizing interference and resource allocations algorithm in D2D, and some working on the high efficient and low power multi-stage power amplifier for 5G. And of course, we have auxiliary envelope tracking techniques. I think these are Dr. Zubaida projects for efficient and RF power amplifier, supporting for 5G mobile applications. And we have interference modeling and performance in beamformings, downlink radio 5G headnets, heterogeneous networks, and this is a Prof Yusuf projects, and we have a radio research educations is my projects. I'm focusing my student and myself focusing on the interference management, and this is our previous project focusing on the 4.5G networks. And we also have a projects funded under TMRND working on the algorithm and scheme for efficient spectrum utilizations of 4G and 5G D2D communications. And of course, in the previous project, we have also focusing, in year 2000s, we are focusing on the agreement scheme for spectrum mobility, especially the connective radio projects. Okay, and this project is funded by MOSTI. Okay, and of course, we have more than this. And we also, as mentioned, highlighted before, we have our project is funded by the governments, especially our Telecom Malaysia from TMRND, Telecom Malaysia Recent Developments, and many of us, our project funded by MOHI and previously was under MOSTI. Okay, and now of course we have the new IDANA projects which just launched by MOSTI this year. Of course, we are very struggle in looking for the collaborators in producing the high quality proposal. So looking forward for our collaborators from industry, people working in university as well as internationals partner. So this is our intentions. And some of us, we have the projects funded under CRASH, Collaborative Research and Engineering Science and Technologies. Okay, so our project is not only we're working on our own domains. Some of the projects we are cross domain. We are working under interdisciplines. We combine our projects with especially the IT group, and some working with management project and management people, teams to come up with the proposal. Okay, and these are some of the projects that we have. And in our campus, we have our ICT training lab, ZTE, and we have a lab Astro, visual effects, and we also have our digital home, MCMC, and Huawei, located under Faculty of Engineering. So our researchers also not come from our CWT. We have our digital homes research centers, also part under Faculty of Engineering. They are very strong in making collaborations, especially here with Huawei, and also working with another researchers from different RC, and part under Faculty of Engineering, as well as under MMU. As I mentioned just now, we have around 28 research centers in MMU. So these are the opportunities for researchers to work closely in come up with the interdiscipline and high quality research proposal and so on. Okay, we have our industrial and government engagements. Mainly we have TM groups, Intel, Huawei, Visionex Corporation, XP, MCMC, Mimos, QCells, NEMS, Celtera, MCO, NEC, Finesa, Senators, Vitrox, Yokogawa, Electric Corporation, and so on. Okay, so this is our industry and government engagements. So meaning that's our research centers. All the research centers in our FOE, we have a strong engagement, strong partner. It's not only with academia working in industry, working in university. We also have very strong engagement and partner and collaborations with the peoples from this industrial. So this is our industry engagements, government engagements. And since many years, our research center also we are very active in organizing physical event. Okay, now since last year, we only have virtual events. So the past 3 years, on 2018, our research centers, we have organized and we have the research visit by Okinawa, Japan's, and also our collaborators. We have invited speaker from Webby Digital's neighborhoods, which is also our partner in TMs, and we have also received invitations from the researchers from the Georgia University of Technology US as well as the MRNDs. This is a 3 years ago events. It was a physical event, and our CWT also we organize the workshop in helping our students, and like the one of the workshops on the how to get master and PhD. And also we are committed in supporting our faculty and university to increase the publication, citation, as well as the research funding. We are very committed in to become the speakers and also the trainer, especially for researchers and also our student, the PG students. And in the past 3 years, we have also very active in inviting our speakers. Like here is Lieutenant Colonel Prof. Khairul Amali from UPNM. So this is more on the radar projects. Okay, we invited Prof. Khairul, and also we have people from industry, Webby Digitals, as well as the researchers from NEC Japan. And we also actively collaborates with our ATP ComSoc BTS in co-organizing like the LP, like in 2019, 2 years ago, we collaborate with ITP ComSoc BTS on the inviting the two speakers, Prof. Marco from University Paris, and second one is Prof. Eliseo Zepons from Sultan Lazio. So, and again, we continuously show our effort workings with our partner, with NEC Japan, and of course, we also organize the workshops on the 5G, specifically on the 5G. 2 years ago. Since 2020, we are facing the COVID-19 pandemic situation since 2020. We still continuously showing our efforts in organizing the significant program and events. Like we have organized and we collaborate with ITP ComSoc VTS as well as WCSP from IUMs. We have a speaker, Mr. Anwar from Radiance Watch. And we have also inviting a speaker from Prof. Afizal from USIMS, working on the IoT. And we have a speaker also previously, Prof. Akrams, on the 5G, radio research application on the 5Gs. Okay, and also this is the exposure to the researchers and lecturer in Polytechnic. We have collaborates exposure on the engineers and also, and we have organized also work together with ITP ComSoc VTS in organizing the telecommunications during pandemics, the importance of telecommunications during pandemics. These are the free webinar. It's a live Facebook. It was held last year on 6th of July. And also we have collaborated with IEEE and we have collaborated with UKM. So these are some events. It was held virtually. And this year, 2021, we still continuously showing our efforts in organizing virtual events. We collaborate with ITP ComSoc VTS. We organize the events. We invited the speaker, Prof. Widat Ismail from USM. With the title Champion and Zero Rejection on International Grants. So, our research centers, we are very committed in increasing the research fundings in MMU, as well as working together with another universities to increase to increase the citation, and also to increase the research funding. And we also invited our speakers, Prof. Mustafa from Unimaps, somewhere on middle of this year. This is the workshop on the networking strategy and visibility of international grants. So means these two webinar and workshop able to help our researchers. And this one also we opens to ITP ComSoc BTS members for them to get the knowledge on how to strengthen their writing skill, capability in producing a high quality research proposal. Okay, so other than that, we also invited our another speaker like Prof. Zaimi, our ITP ComSoc, and also some internal researchers from other RC, like Dr. Tanan Hoi. Last time we invited as well. Okay, so since January until today, on August, we have organized usually in RC, and also our university aspects, our ComSoc BTS students. So these are the networking that we since and in our we have research scientists in Malaysia. We have he was awarded the 2020 so and jobs, and we have the awards at Europe, at Korea, and for last year, these are the congratulations from MMU. This is FRGS amounts we received in MMU. And we have done our senior Prof. Yusuf, and this is achievement from our researchers in MMU. And also we have getting the award from MTE, Malaysia Technology Expo 2021. This is Dr. Azwan from our CWT. He won the best awards on the project, spike trip grounds electrode system. Okay, so congratulations to Dr. Azwan and also the other researchers and the CWT and other research centers in MMU. Okay, as conclusions from this today sharing sessions, we expected to have a looking for the collaborators in features, and of course we are expecting we have more joint project in features from industry, from the academia in university, as well as international partner. Okay, and we expect we can have a collaborations in for the funding, research funding, maybe on the inviting as a the reviewer, junior reviewer, or thesis examiner. Okay, as well as some of our researchers, they're very strong in consultants with the industry, as well as consultants with the international institutes. And in our faculty, we have a regular short course training. It was held every year, and of course, on the we have a few researchers under our research centers. They also offer the short course related with the 5G, related with the mobility, communication, Wi-Fi, and so on. Okay, so feel free to browse our websites in FOE, so you can promote to your college. For those interested, you can explore and try to joins the short course training that offered by our faculty. And this is the opportunities to make a good networking among the researchers. Okay, and at last, so on behalf of Center for Wireless Technologies, I would like to thank you very much to all the audience today, and we look forward to collaborate with all of you. And again, my sincere thanks to LTPE ComSoc VTS, which led by Prof. Zaimi, and the technical team led by Prof. Yusuf in working very hard in organizing these events. And we hope after this we have a Let's Collaborate event from other researchers from other universities, from UK, from USM, UM, and so on. So today is just the sharing session from one of the research center under MMU. Okay, on behalf of MMU and CWT, I'd like to thank you very much to all of you, and I end with Assalamualaikum and thank you very much. Okay, so back to you, Professor. Thank you very much.
Created using Powtoon.